Hello everyone. As you can see, I got a cat now. Say hi. So, Boga cat. Hello. Got a cat on stream with me. Hopefully the other cats won't get jealous. Maybe both or some. Or should I move back? And then I need my tools. I need my desk stuff. Oh, I guess that'll do. Yeah, just testing to check out to see if it comes. Hey. Oh wow, it's not even showing up. What's wrong with the... Oh, there it go. Slow. Yeah, so today I'm doing a twist and chat. I'm going to do first. Let me put some lotion on my ashy hands. Somebody be talking about some she got some ashy man hands like last time, honey. But it's funny how the main ones that was saying that, you know what they can't do? This. Well, they can if they buy it from Avon or buy for themselves, but y'all get what I'm saying. It don't gotta be nobody in the chat for me to start talking. I'm a vlogger anyway. I'm a vlogger. Oh, let me put my bracelet on. So I'm used to just start talking. I'll just start talking, and you just going to catch the replay later. So a lot of people couldn't sleep last night because of the riots and stuff going on in Minneapolis. I was on Tommy Sotomayor Live. I was on Lovely T Live, not the one when she was on YouTube, but when she was on IG. She couldn't sleep. She did a stream last night on YouTube. I didn't even know that because I was like so busy looking at time and stuff was going on with the riots. So I get a notification that Lovely T is live, and she's like crying. Let me tell you something. It was crazy last night. These mofos burnt down a hotel. The ish burnt down to the ground in a matter of minutes. It was so engulfed in flames. They burnt down the AutoZone. Lovely T was crying. You know, Lovely T lives in that area. So, it was crazy. So, there was people, you know, in there trying to calm her down. I told her I'd keep her in prayer. That shit is horrible. See, if you got a riot, tear ish down to make a point. Matter of fact, half them people, I don't think they were there for George Floyd. They was there to be seen. They was there for likes and views and popularity. Okay, as you can see, I started on the loose strand twist. This is my first time doing that. I always wanted to do it. I seen some naturals do it like years ago, but I ain't really get a chance to really do it. So I always do like regular twists and stuff. So you twist it kind of like tight. You use like either 3 or 4 twists, regular twists or whatever. They don't gotta be super tight, but regular twists, and then you just twist it loose. Oops. Damn. Boo boo. And you gotta make sure your hairs are even. And just twist it loose downwards. I've seen enough tutorials to know how to do it. It's really not that hard. You twist it loose downwards. And then when you get to the end, that's when you twist it regularly, or twist it kind of like tight so it can stay put. That's it. And this is just some old twisting pudding I bought. And it's a mixture of other oils and stuff I added in there. I put some shea butter in there too. It's old, so I'm trying to use it up. And that's it. I'm just doing this like randomly, you know. I ain't really doing it same or whatever. Ice cream truck outside. Well, it is hot. It was like 80 some degrees the other day. It rained today. It's a rainy, cloudy day today. But I feel so sorry for those people because keep in mind, we're all still under a pandemic, so they're burning down all these stores. The little bit of stores that's already open, they don't tore up the Target, honey. The Target is just trashed. They tell them all the stores in their damn city where everybody gonna go for their supplies. They're gonna have to drive far away, way out in the suburbs somewhere. They're gonna have to drive 20, 30 miles to the next store. It was so bad, honey. They had to call state police and military, and they was talking shit to them. And I'm like, wait a minute. The people that you're mad at is at home. First of all, they fired them. They fired those cops. And second of all, they're probably at home, or they're probably out of the state by now. Why are you talking shit to state police? It was local police that did that. And they're not police no more. They're fired from their job. So I don't understand what was the point of the riot yesterday. What was the point of that? Then I watched somebody today that I normally watch. And it seemed like she was making excuses. It's the same old thing. Oh, people are angry and blah, blah, blah. And they're outraged. That's no excuse of tearing up your own goddamn neighborhood. Why would you do that? And we're under a pandemic. The few stores that's left, now all them people are like really, really out of their jobs. And then I hear the hotel that they burned down was owned by blacks. So it's like what are you doing? Now, it was crazy. It was crazy. I'm not really heavy-handed on products. I don't really like to waste products. But I gotta keep reminding myself not to twist it regularly, cause I forget. So this is basically my bang. My bang. It's gonna be my bang. Ugh. I got that thick hair, honey. I can't just part my hair. Those 4C girls, we can't just go whoop. No. Even when I flat ironed it, because you know how when you get a relaxer and you feel the new growth and then you have the straight hair, it feels like that when I flat iron my hair, because my hair start reverting up here quick. So even when my hair is flat ironed, I still gotta be careful, especially up here. I can't be parting like that, like I got straight hair. No, broken hair. Did I mix? Oh, I almost mixed the already twisted. See how much it looked like the regular? It reminds me of Sister Locks. So I'm just gonna clamp this out the way. Choose blue. I choose you. You know what? Let me just bring this over here. I hope that don't be hitting my eyes. So, yeah, I had an ice cream truck out there. So I haven't had ice cream from an ice cream truck in years. I like Mr. Softy personally. That's not Mr. Softy, that's somebody else. I think that's the person that sell ice cream bars and stuff. That might be Mr. Good Bar. I don't know. It's been years. Last time I seen a Mr. Softy truck, I looked at them prices and I'm like, hell to the no. $3 for a ice cream cone? Shit. I remember Mr. Softy used to be up. You could get an ice cream cone for under $1 when I was coming up. $3 for ice cream cone. They used to chase down the we used to chase down the ice cream trucks back in the day. And you might have that one kid that can't afford some ice cream, so somebody would like buy him some ice cream for him or whatever like that. I hate when I'm about to do my hair. It's okay. That's why I keep this nail kit on deck. Like when my nails start snagging my hair. But yeah, man, those, like, I don't understand these damn writers. And I think most of them writers don't even live in that city. That's just crazy. I don't know why they ain't fucking right when most of them people was seeing that man dying before their eyes. That was the time to fucking riot and raise some hell. But not burn down your down shit and establishments and stuff. That's just crazy. And then I hear that they had a GoFundMe. I think his siblings had a GoFundMe for him, and they raised almost $500,000. I know it was last night when we saw it. Shit, it was early in the morning. It was like 3 something in the morning. I couldn't hang. I was getting sleepy. I couldn't hang. Some people, I woke up, the stream was still going. Some people ain't even sleep. Or they probably went to sleep and just left the stream running on. I don't know why the side right here is itching. I'm trying to think if I should start from the back. Should I do? I might as well just continue on from the front. Yeah. I had my hair twist. It was coming from that ponytail from yesterday. I just twisted up the ponytail and called it a day and put my little scarf on. Went to bed. I ain't got my tenor mic this time. This is the mic from the webcam. So I hope I'm not sounding like I'm echoing. Let me see. Let me test it out. It's gonna echo a little bit. Let me pause. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Just making sure I'm not echoing. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Okay, that sounds great. Just making sure I'm not echoing. That's shedded hair. See any hairs from that shedded hair. Because the last time I detangled it was last week. At the wash day. So I'm just finger detangling now. I don't really want to put a comb through it. And if I had to, I'll just use this comb. It's blowing like it's still so ice cream doing it wrong. Or did I miss something? Did they lift the... I haven't even been watching the news. I try to catch brief stuff here and there. But I haven't really been watching. Trump is just pissing me off. That man obviously had no business being president. Obviously. Clearly not. Just as bad as Bush. Worse. Bush Jr. W. George W. So, I'm just like finger detangling on that. I may or may not get through this in this one stream. I don't know. Probably just finish it up and watch a YouTube video or something. Everybody else must be watching the coverage of what's going on. I hear the Mr. Softy truck. The song. No, that's not Mr. Softy. Somebody else. Unless he changed, Mr. Softy changed the tune over the years. I don't know. I'm gonna try to make this too tiny. Style my hair, I'm about combing it, tingling, none of that stuff. Less manipulation, the better. It kind of look like mini dreads or like sister locks. I think some people with sister locks look so pretty in it, especially when it's like small and when it grow out and get longer. I think it looks so beautiful on almost these women. But I'm not committed to when you get locks, you gotta be committed to it. I like to like change it up. I like my hair to be free if I want to comb it. I like to straighten it sometimes, you know. I like to change it up a little bit, so I don't have the commitment to wear locks. That's for people, I guess, that got more like a carefree lifestyle. They're busy. They're too busy to worry about like really like doing their hair. So you know, it's less maintenance. You know what I mean? They just gotta get it retwisted. That's all they basically have to do. Just go get it retwisted or do it themselves. I see Terry Guy, who goes by Lucid Living now. She took out her freeform locks. Now she's back to her like regular hair again. So she's not wearing a freeform lock. She wore, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't think she was gonna, cause she like to change up her style a lot too. I didn't think she was gonna keep them for a year, but I think she had them for over 2 years, if I'm not mistaken. She had those locks in for about 2 years. And it looked pretty too. I think she dyed it. You know, she loved dyeing her hair and stuff. She loved going from blonde to brown to, I don't know why it was like itching. All the cats is literally sleeping the other day. No kidding. They're not asleep, they just chilling. I gotta remember, this is not regular twist now, this is loose strand twist. Loose strand. So I uploaded a really short clip of the clip I uploaded on this channel called George Floyd's Revenge in the GTA game, and I put it on Instagram on my gaming account, as well as my just call me Mrs. M account. And I think last I checked this morning, it got up to over 200 views. I'm like, damn. I normally don't get a lot of views for Instagram, but it was up there, and I'm like, wow. Like within a minute that I posted it, it already had got like 40 views in that 1 minute. I was like, whoa, like that was crazy. One person trying to accuse me of starting a race war. I'm like, no, I'm not at war with race. I'm at war with stupid people like that like to go around killing folk for no reason. And I think they did like some type of background on that cop that put his knee on Mr. George. They said he killed before. Like something like this happened before. I guess he just ain't got caught or whatever. I'm like, man. Oh man. I got time for that. I don't know what Minnesota's gonna do. All them motherfuckers gonna get sick. I was in the chat like, look at these fools. They gonna get sick in 2 weeks. Do they forget that this corona is like around in the air? Y'all gonna get sick. Then y'all gonna wish the Targets and the Walgreens or whatever y'all tore down gonna be open. You ain't gonna be able to get nothing. So far so good though. There. I like it. They look like dreadlocks. Without the commitment of having locks. I never crocheted my hair, and that would be a no-no for me because my edges are really thin and balding. So I've seen people do crochets, and when they get like right here, you could see like the big part. I'll be liking that. You could see the braid and the I don't be liking that. If I crocheted my hair, I would have to leave some of the front out for a leave out so it could at least blend in and look natural. I don't be liking how that shit be looking. You got folks be in the comment section lying. Oh, it look nice. I don't like the front. It's cute in the back, but I don't like the front. The front is ugh. But if you don't have nothing nice to say to nobody, don't say nothing at all. But honey, don't be sitting there telling me something. Tell me what you think. Do you really want me to tell you what I think, or you want me to lie to you? I think some people could take constructive criticism well, but then some people folks is like, you coming for me, like, but you just said tell me what you thought. Like, which one is it? Wait a minute. Why I feel this is too out. All that shit here out. Just, I'm just detangling with my fingers. I'm not combing nothing. That's why I got all this thickness here. let's use your hair tools. Better chance that you'll have more density in your hair. Just saying. Get to preserve more hair. Oh, okay, I almost forgot. I almost did a regular twist. But loose. Focus. This is a YouTuber I watch. I can't remember her name right now. Damn. And she had this cute intro that she sings. But maybe it's not meant for me to name names anyway. I was like looking back at her old videos, because I like to do that when I subscribe to people. Sometimes I like to go, especially if I got time. I like to look back at their older videos and stuff. And it was a place she used to live at. She don't live there no more. And she said she was laying in the bed. And she said, I gotta keep it real with y'all. She said, I got roaches. And we tried everything to get rid of them. Like, she wasn't lying, because while she was talking about these roaches in her apartment, you could see some of them crawling on the wall. At least I saw one. I was like, dang. I said, she bold, because out here on YouTube, you know, there was nobody that said anything nasty to her, because she's generally like nice on here. She's not really into no like drama stuff or anything. But let me tell you, I hope she got really tough skin, because the moment she have a disagreement with one of them women, them ladies or whoever, lady, gentleman, whoever watch her, the moment they even feel she's coming for them, or she's coming for people that they're cool with, they gonna bring up, oh, well, I remember you live around roaches, you nasty. They gonna throw that in her face. Watch. You know how they do. You know how they do. Tiger. I hope he's not pulling up. That's what cats do sometimes with that fur. They lick their fur and it be like too much, and then they caught coughing up fur balls. Look at that. This is a lot. I accomplished a lot in a short amount of time. See, I could wash my hair in here. And usually when I used to have my mini twist, when I do the mini twist, which I haven't done in a while, because since I got so much hair now, you know, the longer your hair get, the more time it takes. So I haven't really been doing the mini twist like that. If you notice, if you've been watching NaturalistApp, she is like the mini twist queen. Oh my god. You notice when her hair started getting a certain lift, she started like me. She started from a buzz cut, just like I did. And you know, watch her hair journey videos. When her hair started getting a certain lift, like when it started like getting like this and start getting longer, you notice she haven't really been doing the mini twists, because it takes a lot of time. And then she had the children. I remember when she was pregnant with Olivia. I was watching her before the babies came. That's how long I've been watching her. And her husband, they was already married. I think they already been married like 2-3 years. But they've been together a long time. They've been together since high school. They're like high school sweethearts. They've been together a long time. Just like it's this AMBW, which means Asian male black woman couple, interracial couple here, called Maisley. That woman is kooky, I'm telling you, she crazy. They got all of these kids. She just had another child last year. This woman spit out children. She already had her oldest one. Her oldest one is obviously by a black man. Then she was married to a Caucasian man. She had, I think, 3 children by him. Then she got with Joe. Joe's a queen. Now, her and Joe met in high school. As a matter of fact, Joe actually went to her wedding when she married the Caucasian man. He went to her wedding because I think they was all mutual friends or whatever. And then they hooked up but yeah, they got together. Let me see, how many kids they got now? And now they got, she had 3 more kids by Joe. So now they got, I think, 7 children. Child, I said, how they do it? And they be living in like pretty deep. Now in the beginning, because I was Googling them, right? Because I was trying to follow all their social media stuff. And it's this website that was dogging the shit out of the wife. I forgot her name. Damn, I don't know. I forgot her name. They was dogging the shit out of the wife. They was like, she treats him like shit, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, ooh. I mean, it was some like tea on there. People that been like watching them from the beginning. They was talking about how Joe was living with her when she was still married to the Caucasian man. And I'm looking at her old videos. I noticed there's a lot of gaps. If you go back and you look, if you click the thing, you say watch oldest videos, there's a lot of gaps in years in the videos, which I'm assuming either she didn't have time to do videos. And back then she was skinny. She had already had 4 children, and I was jealous of her body, honey. And she still looked athletic, abs and all. I was like, damn. By then, I think she only had 4 kids. The moment she got the oldest by a black man. Okay. The oldest looked like her twin. That is her twin, honey. Look just like her. Let me make this a little bigger. I don't want to make these too small. But yeah, they was dogging the shit out of her. It was like she treat him like shit, blah blah blah. And I'm like, what? And they was like, yeah, he was living in when she was still married. I looked at them videos, older videos, because at the time she was living in this apartment. Now they living in these I'm trying to figure out how the fuck they're able to afford these nice houses. They don't move to California, and then they lease their home, or they rented their home out, and then they came back. I think they live in Maryland. They came back to Maryland, and they moved again to a condo. Like, how they afford all these condos and stuff like that? Now, I know they got some sponsorships. They have, like, little sponsors where they be advertising different products and services and stuff like that. So, I figured that's probably one. And then she was talking about being in school. I don't hear her talk much about, schooling. She was talking about getting her master's or something. I'm like, how she have time? Oh yeah, and by the way, she homeschooled her children. I think the only time they go to school is when they go to Korean school to learn Korean. Not just the children. Well, the children that's half Korean, they're like really, really young. But the mid kids, the middle kids, they go to Korean school too. And I was like, wow, they do not like her. She is a little kooky. I won't say I don't like her or whatever like that, but they're interesting to watch. I know she have a sister that does YouTube also. She's a teacher. Since my other channel got messed up, I forgot her name. I gotta go back on that channel and find her channel through Maze Lee's channel. Let's mess everything up. They dog the shit out. They be dog mess out of. It's called Maze. They're called Maze Lee. MAZELEE. It's a combination of their names. And every time I notice, he go visit his parents. Well, his father is in Korea. His mother, his grandmom, his sister, they're all in like the same state. I noticed like when he had the first child. I think the first child was a boy. And then now they got that 2 girls. Just her and Lee. Oh, Joe. Joe was his name. Shed it here. Every time he go visit his parents, like I saw a video when he had the boy. The girl was a baby then. In the car, she was a baby. He would always go by himself. Now he got these 3 kids. I don't know how he gonna look all them kids there by himself. When every time he go visit his parents, go watch the video. When he go visit the grandparents, they'll say visiting grandparents. When he goes to their house, he go alone. And they do not bite their tongue. His wife is she's mouthy too. Maybe that's why she don't go there. Maybe they don't like her. One thing, watching, like the Korean culture, I watch a lot of Korean drama. Not saying, everything is drama, that's how they are. But, and then I watch a lot of vlog, like teachers that work over there and they vlog about it, travel vloggers and stuff that lived over there. Let me tell you, them Koreans do not bite their tongue. They're very vocal. They're very like honest in what they say. Even it might hurt your feelings, because they do that to each other. They don't do that because you're a certain race or whatever like that. That's how they are. That's just how they are, man. It was like, y'all had 2. One of his I think his mother or grandmother was like, oh, y'all have so many children. So many kids. It's crazy. But I don't know what's up with that. I know his sister seemed like she no nonsense. They got on Joe for not bringing nothing to the house, because I think it's some type of tradition that he should always bring something. They had to get on him about that. He probably can't afford it. Because compared to how they living now, I saw that struggle apartment. I can't talk. But and that was when her and her husband was separated. They was separated. But Joe was living in there, I think, helping her pay the rent. You could tell the quality of the camera of the videos. Then there was some years in the gap from getting, like some in between when they was doing videos. Next thing you know, they got this big production type. Like the videos are sharp as fuck. Cause I think Joe's a photographer. He's like a videographer, photographer. So it's almost like cinematic type shots. Like it's very like professional type. It went from not so good quality to, it's even a video of when he went and got his equipment. And I'm like, oh, okay. So that's probably why how they making any money. Maybe he's like doing real well in the photography industry or whatever. So he take pictures of models and stuff like that, I guess. So I guess that's why. Cause I'm like, how do you afford to live in these big houses? And I'm talking about some nice houses too. Big backyard. And then I noticed she always wants to move. She's very, I'm a little concerned about that because children need stability. They don't need to be moving from place to place to place all the time. I ain't the one to tell somebody what to do. If it work for you, work for you. But it's like you settle in one place and say, I want to move over there. It's like you're not single, baby. You got all of that children over there. You can't be running around from place to place to place like that, like you some teenager. Don't work like that. Because moving is stressful. And you don't think children get stressed too by moving around like that? Children, they like stability. I think that's a little odd, and I think Joe have a hard time. Now Joe don't seem like he's very like quiet most of the time, but he's outspoken. He'll speak up when he gotta speak up, but I don't think he wants to upset her because she seemed like she'll raise some hell when she mad. I'm serious. She seemed like she will raise some hell when she mad. Because they got into some real bad arguments. I don't know, but they talked about it. Even before they got together and stuff like that, they talked about how they like interact with each other. Like they was in high school and they wasn't really talking to each other, but they talked about the time that she was an adult at the time. And they was at a club and they got into it about something and she was drunk. She seemed like, I think he's at the age now, he's like, I don't want to start nothing with this woman. She seemed like she would raise a lot of hell. I'm serious. There's a video when they took a train all the way from where they lived at, I think in Maryland. I'm not sure. I think they East Coast. They live in the East Coast. I know that. But they took the train. I think it was either last year or the year before that when they moved to California temporarily. Right? Took the train from there all the way to California. Seemed fun at first, but with all them damn kids, I don't know. And I remember the baby, I think that was the little girl from Joe, was needing her diaper change and stuff. And it seemed like she kept putting the child off on the oldest. Go change her diaper, go do this, go do that. Like she don't want to be bothered. And it's like, sweetie, baby, sweetheart, you don't want to choose to have all these damn kids. Are they for show? I ain't coming for somebody, but you know, it seemed like she just didn't want to be bothered. Like, here, go change your diapers. Here, go do this and that. Not saying she don't do nothing with her child. Maybe she was just like tired at that moment. But I don't know. Having all them kids got to be overwhelming. I don't want to have to detangle it with a comb. Just put this on, it's like, whoop, lots of slip. It's only 5:56. I thought it was later than that. Cause the sky looks dark. It was gonna rain again. I know it was raining all day. Like off and on. But yeah. That's crazy though. But she homeschool her children. And she seems like she's a damn good teacher. A damn good teacher. She's no nonsense though. She's a good disciplinarian when she had to be. She'd be like, look, clean your room, do this, y'all got chores, she make sure they have chores. Some of these kids don't know what a chore is. Sad. Okay. I saw an Instagram post where this woman showed a video clip that she had these daughters living in the house with her. Teenagers, right? She said, look at, it was like they left pots, dishes, dirty pots, all, like the kitchen was a mess. I can't stand a nasty kitchen with like dishes and stuff all over the place. Like, is it just me, or? Cause when I wash dishes, I also wipe the counters and stuff like that, and I wipe down the stove top, sweat mop, kitchen floor stuff, like at least sweat. Is it just me? Cause some people be half stepping. But anyway, I don't know. She was like, look at my daughters. They left my kitchen a mess. That's just nasty and blah blah blah. And I'm thinking like, maybe they learned from you. I mean, when I was coming up, my chore was to wash the dishes and keep the kitchen clean. That was my chore. Because it was just me and my brother. So that was my chore. Every day, I had to keep the dishes clean and the counters and everything cleaned and, wiped off, and the stove and everything. But them dishes better be clean. Every day. Before I go to bed, them dishes better be clean. And even to this day, I don't like dishes. I don't. I think that get on my husband's nerves, because he's like the opposite. He don't like doing dishes. He hates it. Like, I'm real anal when it comes down to that kitchen. I'll be like, I don't want to see. When I wake up, I don't want to see no. Because I know how my husband is. He one of them people that cook and make a mess all over the place. You know how, like me, I was taught to, when you cook, you clean up behind yourself as you're cooking. So by the time you're done, you have less dishes to do. You have less to do. Nah, not my husband. Don't let him cook no spaghetti. It gonna be a mess. The counter, the stove top a mess, counter a mess, everything a mess. Table a mess, floor a mess. And I could be real anal. I could be like, like, clean that up. What's that? What are you doing? He hate when I be in the kitchen when he cook. I'm like, you gonna be making a mess out of my kitchen. Right, Bonga? Right, Bonga cat? Tell him. Right? See, the cat agrees. Finally got me a cat. I just gotta get one that be sleeping, doing the string. But anyway, back to the woman with the Instagram post. She was like, oh, they nasty. Look how they left my kitchen, blah, blah, blah. But like, maybe they learned that from you. You know what I mean? She probably lived in her mama's house when she had her children, and her mama was the type that did everything. Wash the dishes, cleaning up after them. With her and her children. Then by the time you moved out on your own, especially when they don't see you doing it. I'm just saying. So I was like, damn, that's fucked up. She put them on blast on social media like that, because while you calling them saying they nasty and they this and that, that's a poor reflection on you, mama. And then every time she's on Instagram cleaning up, she slipped up and was like dancing. You know how when you clean, you have your music on, right? She in her bathroom, she jamming, she in her bathroom. Then she fucked around. She fucked around, the camera panned into the bedroom. Baby. And she had the nerve to talk about her daughters. She fucked around and panned the camera slipped and showed like the door into her bedroom from the bathroom. That room was so dirty. I was like, what clean? Then she realized she fucked up, and then she pulled the camera back and tried to play it off, and then turned the camera off. I'm like, Lord Jesus. Then got the nerve to put her daughters on blast on IG. Some people ain't shit. They ain't shit. I'll get me some more twisting put in. As you can see, I don't really use gel in my hair like that. I used to use the gel, for a styler when I did the twist and stuff. This is how much I got done so far. I like it. And then I could style it. I ain't gotta worry about combing my hair or anything. I've seen some people braid it. See, this is a cute bang. Look at that. Check that out. What? Do it updo. Look at that. Nice bang. Great for covering up my troubled edges. Lately, I've been using ginger water. Just take some fresh ginger, put it in hot water, let it boil. This is ginger water. I put some rosemary oil in it and a little bit of aloe oil. So I've been spraying this on my edges lately. I hope that helps. The emu oil, I'm supposed to do an update on that. I still got some left, but I didn't really do the trick. It's just, I just gotta face the fact that there's some areas that's just damaged. That's probably damaged beyond repair. So maybe some natural remedies. Just gotta figure out what, because I did hear that ginger could help with like balding, receding edges and stuff like that. Like ginger could help with that. Ginger got a lot of properties in it. You got arthritis, it could help. It could even help heal some arthritis that you have. It's different arthritis out there. It could help heal it. It could help with the pain. When I'm sore, like when I exercise and I get sore, I drink some ginger tea. Well, I'll eat the ginger straight up because I ain't scared, and drink and chase it with some water. And that would help with the recovery time. It'll, you know, I won't be sore for a long time. Let's just say that. Like, say if some people stay sore for maybe, I'm getting older now, so I might stay sore for longer. But let's just say I stay sore after a workout for 3 days. I keep drinking that ginger tea, it'll cut it down to maybe 2. You know, so it helps with inflammation in the body. Any type of inflammation. You got headaches, drink you some ginger tea. That may help. This is not gonna help. Okay. Let me put a little bit of this into a little bit. This is why I don't like to deal with dry hair, but I don't want to put no more water in it either to shrink it. You know what I mean? How long have I been on here for a while? Dad, I've been chit-chatting for an hour to myself. Good for me. I mean, talk to myself for an hour. I've been talking to myself for an hour. Sitting here doing my hair. Act like I don't care about what people gotta say about me. Sitting up doing my hair. Act like I don't care. Let me stop singing. That made me want to watch me some Waiting to Exhale. You know, I bought the book. I got the book, but I watched the movie before I got the book. The book, that's why I like to buy books of like different movies and stuff like that, because the book get in depth. It's more detailed in the book. You get to understand the character better in the book. My friend is like that. She even bought Memoirs of a Geisha. I saw the movie, but she had been bought the book. Matter of fact, you know, we used to work airport security together, and there's a bookstore in there. She got the book in there from the airport. And I'm like, girl, you read the book. She is so smart. I mean, she's smart. And there was a part in the movie I didn't understand what was going on. She had to break it down to me because, you know, she read the book. So she broke down to me what happened, because, you know, they had omitted some scenes in there. And I said, oh, that's what happened. Like, it was a scene in there where that guy, he was a general or something. She was in some room, and I think he was taking off her clothes. And then towards the end of that scene, she was left on the floor, like she was about to cry, and he left her there. That Gong Li was a bitch, though. The Gong Li character, she was a fucking bitch. That was the one that was bullying her when she was living in that house. And I was like, well, what happened to her? Like, did he rape her or something? And she was like, no. She wrote down what happened. I said, oh, he didn't sexually force himself on her. He molested her. He ejaculated on her after stripping her clothes off. I said, oh. Because she was trying to sell her virginity to the highest bidder. I guess selling your virginity was like a big deal in the geisha world, whatever. Well, world of prostitution, whatever have you. So it's an interesting movie. If you never seen Memoirs of a Geisha, if you're into like history, like historical type movies, that'll be your movie. But it was mostly Chinese people playing Japanese geishas. I didn't understand that. Because Michelle Ye is Chinese. We all know that. The main character is Chinese. The ones that was like the house mother, they were Chinese. Gong Li was Chinese. I ain't understand that shit at all. The only one was Japanese was that other girl. The other girl that portrayed her. She was mad at her and shit like that. She played her out from them American soldiers or something. She betrayed her. But I think she got me. Oh, I'm telling too much of the movie. But yeah. That guy from The Last Samurai was in there. Which I don't know how default Tom Cruise ended up being the last samurai. I don't get it. I like a white man is the last samurai. The fuck. Of course I would have a knot, right? You can't be a natural without having knots. Oh, let me tell you. I was watching African Hair Guy. It was a re-upload of a stream he did 7 months ago. Baby, I don't know if you guys know Mo No Hair. I've watched her for years, but I haven't really been watching her like that lately. The last time I watched her, she went to that hair academy. She moved to New York, went to that hair academy, graduated. I didn't know. I know she came out with her own products, hair products. She been doing hair for years. I watched her when she was still working for corporate America, and she would do YouTube videos on the side. And when she started making a coin on YouTube videos, she started having clients because she said she loved hair and all that other stuff. But baby, he started playing YouTube videos of people that actually went, because she got her own salon. I heard it's closed down. I'll tell you, I heard it's closed down, but I heard she had her own salon. I said, what? She had her own salon? I know she had her hair products, because she wasn't doing YouTube videos for a while because she didn't have time. Going to this academy and stuff like that. And I guess launching her product, she just didn't have time for YouTube. But she would come on from time to time and get like an update. I didn't know she opened her own salon. Okay. And she was like that good. She had a lot of clients. Like, she would be booked. People claimed that they would make an appointment, and then she would like see them hours later or some shit like that. And then when they let her know, she would get like an attitude. People that went to her salon said she seemed like she had an attitude, and it seemed like, that's just me, but the ones that was telling the story, most of them had like my hair type, But like one of them had like her hair was long. It was beautiful. She had this long, gorgeous hair, and it was straight. She went in. She wanted to get a thermal straightening because that's her specialty. She do a lot of thermal. She do twists and mantle knots and stuff like that. But her specialty, I think, in my opinion, is the thermal straightening. So she wanted to get a thermal straightening, and she was like, "Oh, you need a detox." And girl, she asked the girl what product she been using in her hair. She told her. She said, "Oh, those cheap products don't work." I said, "Wait a minute, she said that?" Girl, they claim her customer service stinks. I'm like, what? Like, she's nothing like how she is like on YouTube. She's probably one of those people that some folks talked about. You know, they be these big YouTubers, these hair influencers, be going to these meet and greets, right? These yearly meet and greets. She's probably one of the people they talked about that's like that got the people that do your hair that got like that's like snobbish, got nasty attitude. And I think I heard the same thing about the Glam twins. I'm not sure. They do seem like they snobbish though. They do seem like they snobbish. I could be wrong. Like, I watch them, but I gotta be in the mood to watch them. I'm not even fronting. I'm keeping it real. I gotta be in the mood to watch Glam Twins. Cause they do have, nice, long, gorgeous hair. I guess I got this thing about long hair. Had it since childhood. So, maybe it's like hair, we call it hair porn. So, I like to watch like hair routines and stuff like that from anybody, from bigger YouTubers, even smaller YouTubers. I like to watch anything to do with hair. I like to watch people do their hair, do makeup. More so hair. I don't think, should I separate this? Okay, this is already twisted. See, you barely can tell which one is twisted. See, that's the difference with the loose strand twist. It's like, it looks like it's your hair. It's just slightly twisted. That's awesome. I'm gonna have fun with this. Hope this don't poke me in the eye. Poke in the eye. Poke in the eye. Oops. Damn. Shit get caught up. When you got longer hair, you gotta be careful because stuff could get tangled real fast and out of control. Yeah, I had like a little itty bitty knot right there. So the lady was talking and she went in for like a thermal. She was trying to convince her to get something else. She was like, no, I want thermal straightening, whatever. So she said, well, you need a detox. That's gonna be $20 service added. So okay, she got the detox, cause I guess she cleaned her hair with like dirty and stuff like that. Y'all gotta watch African Hair Guy. Y'all gotta watch his reaction, whatever. He just posted that today. African Hair Guy. I don't think he liked Mo, because I heard going off on him, but I didn't understand why. Like, why he don't like Mo here? But then when we was like listening to the testimonials and stuff, and I was like, damn, let's like that. But then she don't have a salon anymore. I was like, wow. Now keep in mind, this woman moved out of state to she relocated to New York City from her hometown. I forgot where she said she was from, but it was probably in the Midwest or something like that. I forgot where she was from, but she moved to New York. She used to work for corporate America and everything. Got degrees and stuff to pursue her dream of doing hair and owning her salon and all the other stuff and launching her products and things like that. And then that happens, and the woman telling her testimony was that she wasn't the only one. She wasn't the only one that said. They all said these women never met each other, and they said the same exact thing about Mo. She was very unprofessional. One woman said that she said, "Oh, you got a lot of hair." She said, "I don't feel well. My stomach is bothering me." And I was like, "Oh my God," she said that. Yo, that's sad. Then somebody wrote that she thought doing hair, because African hair guy is a stylist. He's a hairstylist, natural hair specialist, stylist. She thought she could be a stylist and do hair and all that other stuff and run a salon. And now it was a hobby in the beginning. Now keep in mind, she did it on the side of her corporate job. She probably thought it was easy, that she was just gonna waltz in the industry and take it by storm, right? Maybe she should have just stuck to doing YouTube tutorials or something. And when she finally got in the industry, it became work. It wasn't fun no more. I kind of feel how that is. Like, if you do something for fun, that's just like gaming. Gaming is like a hobby. You want to do that for fun, but if it could become work, then it's not as fun anymore. That's why when I stream, because streaming, you're like hustling. When you're streaming, you're trying to hustle so you could get paid for doing your hobby, right? You're trying to get paid. That's why I try not to do like a schedule. I try to do things like on my own terms, so it won't feel like work. Cause then I don't want to get bored and not like my hobby anymore. You know what I mean? I try to do different things, a variety of things. That's why I don't really like to go by a schedule. That's why people tell you, hit the notification bell. Hit that notification bell, honey, so you know when I coming on. Because, you don't want to treat this, even if it is a job, some people, you don't want to treat it like such, because then you get tired of it, and you don't want to do it no more. So, maybe that's what happened to her. Because she was like, oh, I love hair. It's my dream, it's my life, blah, blah, blah. And now she finally got... they say, be careful what you wish for. She probably finally got what she dreamed, and she didn't want it no more. She started becoming nasty to people and stuff. You see? So I guess those bad reviews. One woman even expressed her concerns through email about her starting off late. She had a 12 o'clock appointment, and she didn't start on until about 3 or 4 o'clock. And she was even nasty to her in the email, like condescending. I'm like, oh no. This won't do, honey. Just because you gain a lot of popularity on YouTube doesn't mean there are really other good stylists out here that would treat their customers like gold, like special, okay? They will leave you in a minute. But I heard she ain't had her salon anymore. And then African Hair Guy was doing a client's hair. And the client got a coworker that went to Mo Salon. Said the same thing. Started off late. Oh! And then the first woman that wanted the thermal straightening. She got her, hair done or whatever like that. The bill came up to, it was $200 just for a thermal straightening, plus the $20 for the detox, plus New York taxes, plus a tip. The whole thing was almost $300. I said, damn, $300. Girl, $300 just to flat iron somebody's hair? And do a detox, girl. I get here, God. You don't get that clarifying shampoo. Talking about detox. You don't get that clarifying shampoo. Sure. Sometimes I do a natural. You could do a natural detox in your hair at home with some vinegar and baking soda. Sure. You do one or the other or both. There it is. Leave your scalp squeaky clean. That shit was crazy. I don't know if her products is still out there. They say it's in Sally's, I think. Sure, I don't know. Nobody might probably don't want to buy her products now because they know how she is. Unless their hair really it really works. And hair might like it. Who knows? I'm just doing this like randomly. Shit. I like it so far. I like it. Mo knows hair, but Mo knows nothing about customer service and what you call that? Business economics. That's part of business economics. Yeah, you gotta keep the people happy, honey. You don't keep the people happy, you get no more money. And then she'll be the main one talking about some black folks don't like to support other blacks in business. No, you just got a fucked up attitude. They always want to hook up. Sweetie, those people was there to support you. You shitted on them. And then African Hair Guy was like, she's one of those people, yeah, she do. She don't really like to do natural hair. She said, shit, I want to see her do some braids, some corn. Because he do it all. He know how to do the coil curls with the comb. He real good at it. He can do that fast too. And don't snag your hair, don't hurt your hair, nothing. He can do cornrows, he can do all that. He can do braid extensions, with or without extensions. He do all them natural stuff. I said, I want to see her do that. I said, yeah, she could do like a bantu, not here and there, and a twist out here and there. But let her see her do some real black styles. I said, challenge. That sounds like a challenge to me. Okay? That sounds like a challenge to me. Let's see if she could do some real, like, black hairstyles. Ethnic type hairstyles. That sounds like a challenge to me. There's some stylists, I believe, they say that they do natural hair, but they don't like it. They only want to do certain types of natural hair. Okay? Certain types of natural hair. Keep in mind, Mono's hair, her hair texture, she had a looser hair texture than like I do. This is kinky. This is like semi-stretched, but it's kinky hair. Let me F around and wet this, jump in the shower and wet this, and don't stretch it out and let it stay in a shrunken state, okay? Entangling it gonna be a mess. Let me not put no conditioner or nothing on it to moisturize it or whatever. She has a looser curl pattern. Maybe she's used to doing like her hair type. When it come down to hair type like mine, to the point where if I don't put nothing on it, it feel like a Brillo pad. She don't really wanna deal with it. It's too much work. Then that means you really don't like to do. You don't have the love of doing hair. So they just out there to get your damn money. You mess my going to one of them salons that have hair this long and they come out with hair like this short. They haven't been on whack your damn hair off. And then some of them stylists, from what I heard this from other stylists. Some of them stylists be on that fuck shit. If you walk in there and they see that you think you all that or you demand too much, they will fuck your hair. They will plan to fuck your hair up. They don't care if it makes the business look bad. Some of these salon owners need to be careful who they have renting their booth or chair or whatever. Repping their business. Because everybody's intentions aren't good. Everybody don't love doing hair. They pretend to do that to get that money. They love that money more. But then if they love that money more, they will improve their craft. You know? They would take their craft seriously. That's probably why a lot of women like to go to men stylists. Cause all that evil petty shit, they like to go to men stylists. And I heard that some like gay stylists, some of them, I heard a story about one of them really don't like females, but he hang with females a lot. He's a stylist, but you know what he won't do? He ain't gonna fuck up your hair, cause he don't want it. Cause reputation is everything. You don't want to be known as that stylist that be going around fucking up people's hair. You don't want nobody leaving your chair unhappy. That's not a good feeling. You go to a salon and you're upset because the stylist don't fuck your hair up or cut it off when you didn't want it cut. I know what that's like. I know what that's like. They give you a style you don't want. You didn't ask for. You ask for a trim and they don't motherfucking whack your hair off 5 inches. You got hair down to your shoulders and now you barely got hair past your ears. Nobody, especially a woman, like to go to a salon and then walk out of there unhappy. With her, your goal is to make that person feel good about themselves. Help boost their self-esteem up. Not make them feel shitty. time is it? In the 2 hour mark, I'm gonna end this. I don't think I'm gonna go on Twitch today. I know they got this little new scheduling thing on there, and I put 4 o'clock. I ain't going on it today. I'll go in there tomorrow. I want to try this new I don't know if it was a glitch, but there's a I want to see if it worked. Where you could get unlimited money on GTA 5. Not online, but on the story mode. Some people say you have to be online in order for it to work in the story mode. Because I was hoping and praying that was not a mod from the PC. That person wasn't playing on PC. So I want to see if it worked for Xbox. I'm going to see if it worked for Xbox. I want some unlimited money. And then I'm going to see if that shit work online. Shit. Get some unlimited money from. Of course I got a knot right here, right? It's almost rent time. How many months you think some people are behind on their rent since Rona? It's almost rent time. And when we supposed to get this second stimulus? They like tripping, y'all. Some people ain't even get their first ones. Some people ain't even get this first stimulus. But no, I'm not gonna go on Twitch today. If you haven't checked out George Floyd Revenge, check it out on here. That's the shorter version. You could check it. You could check the full version on Twitch. It's like 2 hours long of that. I had to release a lot of stress because I was so fucking pissed off, man. Watching that video, I was mad as hell. And I understand the people in Minneapolis are pissed, but it's like, don't tear up your own shit. When you start tearing up your own shit, it's like, okay, you just as bad. Now you got motherfuckers homeless, out of work now. For what? You tearing up your own goddamn neighborhood. That's just dumb. Someone fuck you up, you tear up your own neighborhood. Someone come in there and punch you in your face. You go and you torch and tear up your house and you torch it. Instead of going after the person that punched you in your face. I mean, does that make sense? That don't make sense, do it? That's what I see when I see looters and rioters do what they do. Somebody come in your home, punch you in your face. You then, instead of punching the person back in their face, you trash your own home and burn it to the ground. Why the side of my face is like, I don't know. Why are they making all that noise in the hallway? Like, shut up. I'm trying to like do like a light finger detangle. Because I don't want to put a hair tool on it. You know what I mean? You know, when you finger detangle, you know, with a comb, you comb from the ends up. When you finger detangle, you start from the root and you work your way down. That's how you can feel knots and stuff. You always start from the root. It's the opposite. Everything all clear. Got all the shedded hairs and stuff out. Oh damn. Did I create another tangle? Let me try this, man. Say you could rub it together to get rid of knots. Oh my god. I swear I feel like something bit me in my face. It's gone. Okay, now it's I don't know what's going on. I hope they ain't this product. It's breaking me out. I don't feel nothing in my scalp. It's like in my face. See, I can do this side. Got 10 more minutes and then I'm gonna call it quits. I think I said enough for you guys to watch the replay with. And don't forget to hit the like. Don't you hate when people criticize other folks when they do something? Let's just say on your channel you got donation links. Then you have somebody come on in and was like, oh, they call that begging for money. I don't do that. I don't beg for money. I don't do this and that. And then the person turn around and get all kinds of super chats. Got all kinds of PayPal links. Cash apps and stuff. I can't stand people like that. Or when you say something, you might have a conversation with somebody and you might say something. It might be a catchphrase. And then they turn around and say the same thing you said, but make it seem like it was like their thought and their idea. That's annoying too. That's annoying too. Okay. Let me put something on my face. Just a type of like something. I don't know why, like right here, it feels irritated for some reason. This is coconut oil. It feels better now. I'm gonna slip some of this in my hands because I think I'm getting these knots because I'm parting it while it's dry. So let me give it a little bit more slit. Yeah. Okay, I gotta be careful with this. What happened? What happened? What happened? I had to get that Twitch Prime, not Twitch Prime, Stream Elements Prime to even get this cat in this overlay. They got some free ones, but I wanted that cat, so I wanted that cat. I want a cat on my stream. Because I was getting jealous of some of these streamers with their little cute kitty cat. So I want one. Trying to get one and do more stuff too, besides this and this and this. I'm trying to make sure my hair ain't caught up in that in this, cause that could happen. That's why you know I ain't wear the hoop one. Some people will have like a hoop on here. That be getting caught. Thank God it's fully healed. It's fully healed. Cause this right here takes a long time to heal when you first get it pierced. Don't get it pierced with a gun. That's my advice. I got this one pierced with a gun, and then I let it close. When I got the FedEx, it wasn't no point in me keeping it or whatever like that. Cause I don't know. Eventually, it ended up closing. I stopped putting like my earrings in there and stuff. It eventually started closing up. Oh, I mean, I said, oh well, whatever. But then I reopened it when I put my second hole. I said, you know what? Let me see if I can reopen this piercing. And I reopened it with a needle. It was easy though. It went in pretty easy. It didn't bleed. It didn't nothing. Once I cause surprisingly the front part, when I stuck the earring in it, it didn't go through because it closed. The front part, the hole was like kind of still like sitting there, so it was pretty easy. Piercing this. It went through pretty easy. So I guess once you get it pierced, you re-pierce it, it's no problem. But yeah, I would suggest get it pierced with a needle. A needle is better and it'll heal quicker. Instead of having that blunt force trauma in that area, because you're wounding. When you get piercings and stuff, you're wounding. It's a wound. But a needle is more precise and it'll heal a lot better. And you'll have like less damaged tissue versus using a gun when they're sticking that needle, you know, through your skin like that. Needles, not needle, but earring. And that back, the back, you know, the one that looked like a butterfly, that typical back, especially in the cheap earrings, it's not round like this. But you know what I'm talking about. That shit is annoying as fuck. That makes it even harder for it to heal up. Hi, how are you? Hup, where are you from? That's some weird looking letters. I'm actually about to end the stream. I've been on here for 2 hours. But how are you? I was on here for 2 hours talking to myself, you know. But that's what I do best. Oh, you from Turkey? Well, welcome. Welcome to my stream. How is it in Turkey? Are you guys dealing with the coronavirus and under quarantine like we are in the States? Ooh, it's looking nice. I'm probably gonna end up doing the back with the twist a little bit bigger. Like I'm gonna do the perimeter smaller and the, you know, like the middle back a little bigger. So let me work with the perimeter first. Especially about this earring. We are still under quarantine. Yeah, us too. In my state, we're I don't think all states are under curfew. We have a curfew. Like everything must close at 8. They want everybody in the house, except if you're an essential worker, either going to work or coming home. My husband is an essential worker, so he get off at 8 o'clock. But as long as he have his ID and his papers from the job for the cops, they won't bother him. Okay, bye-bye. I'm about to end the stream anyway, guys. Oh, you sleep? What time is it over there? You don't mind me asking. It's 6:33 p.m. here. And if you like the game and like to watch gamers, I'm also a gamer. I have a gamer channel. You could find all the information in the description box. Oh, it's 1:33 a.m. Okay, well, you have a good night, sweet dreams, and catch you next time. Oh, my face is itching again. I don't know what this is, y'all. Thank you for stopping by my stream. I appreciate it. At least one person came by. All the way from Turkey. How cool is that? Stay safe too. Stay safe out there. Wear your mask. Wash your hands. Have your sanitizers. I have mine. Have your sanitizers on deck. We got the alcohol and the aloe gel to make some more sanitizers in case we run out. We got from Amazon. Okay, I'm at the 2-hour mark and I'm about to end this stream. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the person in the chat from Turkey. Mr. Turkey, hey, how are you? I hope you don't mind me calling you Mr. Turkey. Have a good night. I'm sure if you're gonna watch the replay, comment below. If you wanna chit chat about some of the stuff that I talked about quite a few things. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.